My dear, I want to begin by saying that I'm deeply sorry. I know that, many times, I haven't been very vocal or expressive about my feelings. Even though my heart overflows with love for you, I often end up appearing distant, cold, or detached. It's not because I care any less or because my love for you has ever faded, it's simply that I struggle with expressing what's inside me. There are moments when my emotions are so strong, so deep, that words just don't seem enough to describe them. I sometimes wish you could see inside my heart to truly understand how much you mean to me, because no amount of speech or text could ever fully convey it. When I'm upset, tense, or not in a good mood, I have a habit of withdrawing into myself. It's not because I don't trust you or don't want to talk to you, it's because I don't want to burden you with my problems. You are such a precious part of my life that the last thing I want is to pass my stress or anxiety on to you. So, instead of sharing what's bothering me, I tend to stay quiet, short, or even curt. I realize how that must feel from your side. It must look like I'm annoyed, uninterested, or emotionally unavailable. But please know, my love, that it's never you that I'm mad at. My silence or my distance is never a reflection of how I feel about you, it's just a reflection of my struggle with how to handle my own emotions. I know that this is something I need to change. I need to become better at opening up, at sharing not only the happy moments but also the difficult ones. I've come to understand that love isn't just about sharing laughter and joy, it's also about trusting each other with our fears, frustrations, and insecurities. I want to learn how to communicate more openly with you, how to let you in completely. Because when I hold things inside, even with the best intentions, it still creates distance between us. I've realized that by trying to protect you from my troubles, I might actually be pushing you away unintentionally, and that's the last thing I ever want to do. Please forgive me for all the times I've made you feel confused, unimportant, or unsure about your place in my life. I can only imagine how difficult it must be to love someone who sometimes seems emotionally unavailable. But I want you to know, from the deepest part of my heart, that your place in my life is not just important, it's irreplaceable. You are not temporary. You are not an option. You are my constant, my forever. There will never be anyone who can take your place in my heart, because what we share is something rare, something sacred, something that defines who I am. I also want to make it clear that when I hide things, it's never because there's someone else. It's not another person or a secret relationship, it's simply my own worries, fears, and challenges that I keep to myself. I never want you to doubt that. You are the only one I want, the only one I see, and the only one I love. I don't care about the kind of people who surround me, their beauty, charm, or popularity mean nothing to me. None of that compares to you. You are my peace, my home, my grounding force in a world that's often chaotic. I often think about how lucky I am to have you in my life. You have this magical ability to make me smile even when I'm weighed down by the world. You give me a kind of love and warmth that I've never experienced before, and it fills every corner of my heart. Every time I look at you, I'm reminded that love doesn't need to be loud to be real. It can be quiet, steady, and unshakable, like the kind I feel for you. You make even the simplest moments feel special. Just knowing that you're there gives me strength. But I also know that love needs nurturing, and I haven't always done that well. I want to change that. I want to make you feel secure, valued, and cherished every single day. I want to be the kind of partner who not only loves deeply but also shows it openly. I don't want you to have to guess how I feel, I want you to know it without a doubt. From now on, I'll make a greater effort to share my world with you, not just the bright parts, but the messy, complicated, human parts too. My intentions toward you have always been pure, even when my actions haven't matched those intentions perfectly. I never want to cause you pain, worry, or uncertainty. I know that sometimes I've made you feel stressed, anxious, or even insecure about my love. For that, I'm truly sorry. Please understand that my silence has never meant indifference, it has only ever meant confusion, fear, or an inability to express myself the way you deserve. But I'm learning, and I will continue to learn, because you are worth every effort it takes to become better. You are my home, my destiny, my heart's chosen one. When I think about the future, I see it with you, no one else. You are the person I want to wake up next to, the person I want to share my dreams with, the person I want by my side through every season of life. You are not just someone I love, you are someone I am deeply grateful for. Trust me when I say this, there will never be anyone in my life except you. You rule my heart, my soul, my thoughts, my dreams, and every fiber of my being. I am completely yours, body, mind, and spirit, and I am truly, completely happy being yours. My love, there is no place in this entire world where I feel as calm, safe, and at peace as I do in your arms. No matter how beautiful the places I visit or how luxurious the hotels I stay in, nothing compares to the serenity I feel when I am wrapped in your embrace. It's as if the chaos of the world fades away, and I am left with nothing but your warmth and the quiet rhythm of your heart. Even in the midst of luxury and comfort, I often find myself restless and incomplete, but when I am near you, everything feels perfect. I finally understand what true peace feels like. It isn't found in material things or external pleasures, but in the presence of someone who makes your soul feel at home. Before meeting you, I used to believe that happiness was something that money could buy. I thought that as long as I had wealth, success, and comfort, I would automatically feel fulfilled. My mind was filled with this illusion that financial stability was the key to inner peace. But now, I know how wrong I was. You changed my perception completely. I realized that no amount of money, fame, or success can ever bring the kind of joy that comes from love, the kind that fills your heart quietly, without conditions or expectations. Money can give us the means to live comfortably, but it can never make the soul feel alive. True happiness, I've learned, comes only from love, pure, deep, selfless love. Before you came into my life, I had everything people usually dream of: a stable career, material possessions, and people around me who admired what I had achieved. Yet, despite all that, I constantly felt as if something essential was missing. It was as though there was a void deep within me, something I could neither identify nor fill. I achieved so many things that others envied, but I could never feel the joy or pride they expected me to feel. My life was routine and emotionless. Each day passed like the one before, bland, predictable, and empty. I laughed when I was supposed to, smiled when I needed to, but deep down, I was detached. Whenever someone asked me about my happiest moment, I never had an answer. I could talk about achievements, travels, or celebrations, but none of them truly touched my heart. They were just experiences, not emotions. I was surrounded by people, friends, colleagues, admirers, but even in a crowded room, I felt utterly alone. I often wondered why I couldn't feel what others seemed to feel so easily. I would watch people smile, fall in love, get excited over small things, and I would ask myself, why not me? I tried to convince myself that maybe I wasn't meant to feel that kind of joy, that maybe I was built differently. Even when people approached me romantically, I found it difficult to connect. At first, I might feel a spark of interest, but soon that spark would fade into boredom and indifference. I used to question myself, what kind of person am I that I cannot hold on to affection or excitement? Why do the things that make others so happy fail to move me? I began to believe that maybe true happiness was just an illusion, something people pretended to feel. But deep down, I still hoped that one day I would meet someone who could make me feel differently, someone who could awaken emotions I had long forgotten existed. And then, my love, I met you. From that very moment, something inside me began to change. It wasn't dramatic or overwhelming at first, it was gentle, like the first rays of sunlight touching the earth after a long night. Slowly, you became the reason behind my smiles, the calm in my storms, and the warmth that melted away years of emotional coldness. I started to feel things I never thought I was capable of feeling: joy, tenderness, excitement, and a deep, quiet contentment. You didn't just enter my life, you brought it back to life. Since the day I met you, my happiness has only grown. You have taught me that love is not about grand gestures or perfect moments, it's about being seen, understood, and accepted for who you truly are. When I am with you, I feel known in ways I never felt before. You make me feel that I belong somewhere, that I belong with you. Now, when people talk about true happiness, I understand what they mean. It's not loud or fleeting, it's calm, steady, and deeply fulfilling. You have become the most precious person in my life because with you, everything feels real. My laughter is genuine, my smiles are effortless, and my heart finally feels light. You've made me realize that happiness isn't something to chase, it's something to experience when you're with the right person. With you, I no longer crave the things I once thought mattered: fancy places, expensive possessions, or superficial success. All I want is time with you, because you've become my peace, my comfort, and my greatest treasure. I often think about how different my life would be if I hadn't met you, and that thought alone makes me grateful every single day. You've given meaning to everything I do. You've turned ordinary days into something special just by being part of them. I no longer wake up feeling empty, instead, I wake up thinking of you, and that thought fills me with warmth. My love, I want you to know that you are above everything else in my life. You are my constant source of happiness, my calm in moments of chaos, and my greatest blessing. I thank God every day for bringing you into my life and answering the prayers I once whispered in loneliness. My world is brighter, my heart is lighter, and my soul is finally at peace, all because of you. As long as I have you, I have everything I will ever need.